I had a market out in Long Island, and it was one of those markets that had a butcher shop and a seafood and fruits and vegetables. And we were told that we had to buy our chicken. Paulie was in the chicken business. So I had a big order. It was Memorial Day weekend. We bought a big order from him, and somebody came in and we sold him a big order for the Memorial Day weekend. Well, the day after, on a Tuesday, they came back and said they couldn't use any of the chickens because they had maggots in them. They were bad. So I called up Paul's guy at that time, who I didn't know was a made guy, and I said, we're returning the chickens and I'm not paying you for them. And he started cussing me out on the phone. He said, no, you're paying for them. I said, no, we're not. I said, we had them in the refrigerator one day. They couldn't have gone bad. I'm not paying you. So he started cursing me out. I started cursing him out back. We went to this big fight on the phone, And I said, I'm not paying you. Come and pick them up or I'll throw them in the garbage. And, the next morning I get a call from my captain at the time and said, get into Brooklyn right away. So I go into Brooklyn and he tells me, what was this conversation you had with Paulie's guy on the phone? He said he was a made guy. You cursed him out. I said, well, he cursed me out. I didn't know who he was. So he said, well, Paulie's very upset and you're going to have to buy back the chickens. I said, why would I buy them? I said, they were bad chickens. So we actually had a sit down with Paul. He was really upset about this, and his guy. My boss was there. So because Paulie was a boss, I had to have a boss at the time, Tom DeBella. He was really upset with me. You cursed my guy out. I said, well, I didn't know who he was. I'm sorry. I didn't know that he was, you're only a recruit. Who are you to talk like that to a made guy? I said, Paulie, I'm telling you, I didn't know he was a made guy. I don't know who he is. And the way the decision came down afterwards is I didn't have to pay for the chickens, but I had to continue using Paulie as my supplier. So that's how it worked out.